Outlaws of Love. I love Bobby, Mom. This is not some joke. I know what you think about it, and I don't care. As long as I have him, there's nothing that you can do to me that will hurt me, Joseph screamed at his mom. Joseph and Bobby have grown quite a bit in just a few years. Bobby had lost a lot of weight and was just a couple inches shorter than Joseph. Joseph had a tight build in his facial feature. There's no S there, so Joseph has a single facial feature. But it's more defined, so that's good. He looked somewhat like John Redcorn, which was something that to this day he still never knew about. Joseph and Bobby had been able to hide their relationship from the world for several months until they were found kissing in Joseph's bedroom just an hour ago. Bobby left crying while Joseph's mother started to yell at them. Joseph lost his temper and started yelling back until the screaming Mac started. You are too young to know that you're in love. It was that boy's fault that gave you the impression that you were gay. You're only 16, you're just confused, Nancy screamed at her son. I know that I love Bobby. It wasn't his fault that I'm gay, it's nobody's. I know I'm not confused, not anymore. He's my whole world, and I couldn't bear to lose him. I wish that Dad was still alive. I know he would side with me, Joes yelled. Your father would never approve of this. I'm glad he's not here to hear his son say he's gay. I can't bear to even look at you, Nancy said, breaking down into tears. Fine, then you don't have to. I've put money away. I'll leave. You'll never have to see me again, Joseph screamed as he went back into his bedroom to pack. When he finished, he went back to see his mother still sobbing at the kitchen table. I'll be leaving now, Joes said, carrying a large backpack. His mother didn't even look at him, she just sobbed some more. I just don't understand what's so wrong with me loving another man. This is goodbye for good then, Joes said as he headed toward the door. You and Bobby will burn in hell for what you are, Nancy screamed. Will, I wish that you had been the one to die from lung cancer, not Dad, Joseph yelled and left, slamming the door behind him. The last words from his mother were horrible. There were things that he and Bobby had heard before. It hurt him, but he never wanted to let it show for Bobby. But no, he was worried because he knew that his mother must have told Bobby's parents about what had happened. He had to be there for him, but he knew that they would never let him in. As he got close to Bobby's house, he heard screaming coming from inside. Joes raced to the door just as Bobby was thrown out like a bag of trash. The door opened again as his father threw a bag of Bobby's things at him. Joes looked at Hank and just saw the anger in his face. The door slammed shut, and Bobby wrapped his arms around Joes. My dad, he couldn't even look at me, and my mom just let him throw me out, Bobby said, sobbing. We have to leave, Bobby, it's the only way. They will always view our love as wrong here. It'll be hard, but as long as we have each other, I know we can find a place that will let us be ourselves, Joseph said, holding Bobby tightly. Let's go then. I know we can find a place that is better, Bobby said softly, taking Joseph's hand. Before too long, they reached the edge of town. The sun had begun to set, and there was only a little over an hour of sunlight left. The two boys held each other's hands tightly as they walked by the sign saying, Welcome to Arlen. I just hope that our scars will heal in time. Those lives that we once had are over now, and we can never return to them. Even our parents didn't care to try to understand us, they just chased us off. Why? Bobby thought, starting to cry again. Bobby, are you okay? Joseph asked. Joseph doesn't know that crying is usually a sign that someone's not okay. I'm okay. I'm just trying to figure out why things went so bad for us. Why? Why does the world hurt us for being different? Don't our tears all fall the same? Don't we all feel pain? They just expect us to change, but we can't change. Why can't their minds just be wide open? Bobby said, breaking down into complete tears. It's going to okay, Bobby. I will never let anyone hurt you. I could never live with myself if I lost you, Joseph said, pulling Bobby into a hug. I know you won't. I've seen how much you've grown up just to protect me. I can remember when we were just happy-go-lucky kids, and now we are almost adults forced to find a place that we can live without cruel judgment. It's just so hard. I know we are not alone. I know others have been through the same. How did they make it? Bobby said, starting to walk again. I guess they made it because they had someone to help them survive it. I wonder how many other hearts and homes were broken because of a love people feel is so sinful. The teens were just a mile or so outside of Arlen when the sun set. Bobby began to shiver as the night air began to blow. Joe West placed his jacket around him without saying a word. "Thank you," Bobby whispered, as he gave him a kiss on the cheek. The boys were tired and hungry when they reached a small motel in the middle of nowhere. "We can stay here tonight and start fresh in the morning," Joseph said. Bobby nodded in agreement and headed inside. The place wasn't really that nice, but it was a place to sleep at least. An older lady was seating at the desk, and she looked like she was bored as hell. Joseph talked to the baby to get a room. "There's just one room available. You'll have to share the bed," the lady said, typing on an older computer. "That's fine. Do you have room service?" Joseph asked. "We do. There ain't much to offer, but it's something. The menu is in the room," the lady said, handing Joseph the key. "Thank you," Joseph said, heading toward the room. As the boys got comfortable in the cheap motel room, it had begun to rain outside. Bobby watched the rain as Joseph took a shower. "Good thing we found this place before it started to rain, otherwise I don't know what we have done," Joseph said, coming out the bathroom. "I just hope it lets up for us by the morning, when they figure out where to go," Bobby said. "I've heard some good things about Colorado. We could head there, or we could try to get to New York or even California. We just have to decide it. Right, no, we just have to deal with the fact that we are homeless. If we were still kids, I know we would pretend that we're outlaws or something," Joseph said, laying down on the bed. "That's true. Outlaws was a fun game when we were kids. It feels like we are outlaws for real. Like Outlaws of Love," Bobby said, cuddling up with Joseph on the bed. They kissed and held each other close. The day was just too much for them to take as they both fell asleep with a quick, "I love you." Where would their journey take them? Only time will tell if they will find a place that will accept them. Until then, they are outlaws. Outlaws of love.